Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight, the third game in the Batman Arkham trilogy from Rocksteady Studios. We've got a few side missions kind of started here. We're trying to rescue some firefighters from some rioters, and we've identified this mutilated body that was pinned up to the wall here on the bridge. So we've identified the victim, and we're now just kind of looking for further clues. So without any further ado, let's get back to it, alright? Alright, well, let's see if we can rescue...
I can't leave the fire crew at the mercy of these rioters. They're out there somewhere.
And where, pray tell, is there? It looks like I can't really pursue that right now. So let's take a look at the Riddler, because that's the third of the three things which we haven't addressed yet.
I'm going to the train yard. Enigma's planning something. He always is.
You're not wrong, but it's a little bit of pot calling the, or bat calling the rat black, I guess.
Batman's got a tank now? Guess we got him scared.
Always had one. Apparently you want me that way. Okay. These directions are not always clear.
Ho-ho! This is like Arkham City. We got the whole damn place to ourselves.
Why, hello there, Detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles. I'm afraid the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being, but I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions over the course of this evening most suspiciously. Rule the fourth. In the event of fire or flood, I will be on hand to guide you to the nearest emergency exit. Assuming, that is, you are not too proud to follow my advice. In that eventuality, we will consider your stubbornly prideful suicide an admission of defeat. Rule the fifth. Do not ask for clues. Rule the sixth. Should I, in my exasperation, choose to provide you with a clue, hint, obliquely meaningful insult, or any other form of assistance, you will not ask for further elucidation, but instead thank me for my kind generosity, whilst adhering to the forms of address outlined in the very first rule. Rule the seventh. Bathroom breaks will be administered on a discretionary basis. Should we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in your arduous journey to self-realization and defeat, I expect you to hold it in. Rule the eighth.
How many rules?
Accidents resulting from my strict enforcement of the seventh rule are to be considered your fault entirely. Rule the ninth. You are required to recite back to me this full list of rules at any moment I request. Again, keeping in mind the naming conventions I outlined in the very first rule. Rule the 10th. I, the Riddler/Mr. Nigma Sir, reserve the right to add or announce further rules if and when they become necessary. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Detective. Mr. Nigma Sir knows how to meticulously structure a good time. In any case, Detective, I'm getting rather tired of the way your stupidity forces me to outline the basics like this. So here's that code you've been waiting for. Let's see how long it takes for you to figure out how to use it.
So I've had the ability to activate the Riddler blockade for the entire time. I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
Well done, Dark Knight. Isn't life more satisfying when you do as you're told? Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going really fast. Tick-tock, Detective, tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this?
Looks like the answer is yes.
Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
Don't get too confused. Now, right! I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Where did you learn how to drive? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more! Now pay attention, Detective. Go left.
I get it.
Oh, Detective, what's that I hear? Is it time, winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, Detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Consider yourself defeated. This test measures intelligence under extreme conditions, Dark Knight. So next time, go faster.
Let's try it again.
Would you like another attempt at that last? If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. Faster, Batman! Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury.
Faster, Batman.
Congratulations, Detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way?
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do any more of that right now.
Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight. You sweet, naive sentinel. Of course it wouldn't. Still, thanks to your unrelenting desire to showboat, I now have several hundred terabytes worth of performance data relating to that latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. Naturally, I shall be using this data to calibrate further challenges and trials. I'll see you soon, Detective. There's a lot more to come.
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like there's no more of any of these for me to get right now, so I guess we'll go back to trying to locate the Scarecrow.
I'm heading to the Clocktower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir. Two-Face wants payback for the courthouse. Bat's gonna get it. It's the Bat! You said you were getting the smokes. That's the whole reason we raided that damn place.
So I guess up into the clock tower we go.
Tonight's the night we stick it to the Bat. About time, if you ask me. Evacuate and miss all this? I'll take my
Apparently the entrance is right here, but I don't see it. Retinal scan unit. Verifies identity of user based on retinal scan. Of course Oracle's hideout would have something like this.
Identity confirmed.
Sweet place you got, Oracle. The Ghost in Grey. Interesting.
Do I come into Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his fear toxin.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Bruce, I spoke to Dad. I hate lying to him. He'd kill me if he knew I was still in the city. He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
So for those who may not be familiar, Oracle, aka Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, used to be Batgirl until Joker shot her through the spine and paralyzed her from the waist down. yeah, not so fun. Hence he still blames himself for this. Though I am curious. I think she wears a specific brand of headphones. That's kind of famous for having a design and colors kind of similar to that. I'm just going to see what she has to say before I actually leave.
Let me know when you've reached the antenna and I'll run a citywide scan for those radio waves.
Also, it's nice to actually finally see Oracle, because we've been only talking to her voice only over the radio up to this point. I guess we're not going out the elevator. I guess we're going back up.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
Thank God. What can I do?
Get your men ready. Soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right.
Run off a rooftop directly into a vertical dive to glide large distances at high speed.
That car of his.
You thought me gone, didn't you, Batman? Lost in the waters beneath Arkham. But like all submerged, forgotten fears, eventually I returned.
This is actually a really effective way of getting around. it's up there that you want me to be. Okay. No, never mind. Down there. Here we are.
The generator's damaged. I need to bypass it and power the antenna directly.
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
It's 100% functional, though no guarantees if you're intending to pull that car of yours up the side of a building.
You read my mind.
It's in the job description, Mr. Wayne. Batwing's on its way. Your allies won't help you tonight, Batman. I will be the end of you all.
Batwing's had some upgrades. Pulls down obstacles and moves heavy obstructions. Delivers high-powered AC electrical energy supply. Interesting.
How do you plan on getting the car onto the roof?
I'll improvise.
The winch needs a secure anchor point to function. Once it's attached, just hit reverse. And please be careful with the car, Mr. Wayne. She's one of a kind.
Interesting. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's try this again. How's that gate still there? Ah! Okay, a little bit harder to control than it looks. That was very not good. This is slightly embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Use the Batmobile's battle mode to navigate tight areas. I can do that. Still not entirely sure where it wants me to go.
You left me to die in the asylum, but I will show you no such mercy.
Oops. Wrong button. I don't see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, hey, what's that? I get it now. This looks like a pretty tight space. Probably not what the architect had in mind. That's interesting. So you have to be careful about how you increase the power.
Oracle, I've restored power to the radio antenna.
Great. I'm connecting now. I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Yeah, but we're going to need a microwave tower to triangulate Scarecrow's location. There's one at Falcone's shipping in the Cauldron. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Oracle.
So use the antenna at the Falcone shipping yard to locate Scarecrow. We're going to do that next episode. I hope you join me next time. See you then.